All right, let's talk about something that's absolutely critical for any high-precision industrial operation, the PID controller. We're going to zero in on the world-class Nippon NC series, what makes them so good, and, just as importantly, how professionals everywhere, especially in places like Dubai and Riyadh, are getting their hands on them through a platform called Pneucons.
If you work in any kind of industrial setting, this question probably feels a little too real. You know the deal. Those tiny little fluctuations in temperature or pressure or flow, they can create massive ripple effects, leading to some serious headaches you just don't have time for. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about the real challenge of industrial control. Then, we'll see exactly how Nippon's NC series is the answer. After that, we'll look at the best way to source these parts globally, why that method is a game changer, and finally, how you can get started right away. Okay, let's dive into our first topic, the industrial control challenge. And I want to be clear, this isn't just a technical problem for the engineers on the floor. This is a straight-up financial issue that impacts the entire business. Here's the bottom line. When your processes are even slightly off, you are losing money. It's that simple. It shows up in your energy bills, it shows up in products that aren't quite up to spec, and it shows up in production lines that just can't seem to hit their numbers. It's a triple threat to your bottom line. But what if you could just make that instability disappear? Well, that brings us right to the solution, Nippon's NC series. These things are engineered with one goal in mind, to give you total stable control over your processes. Now, for anybody who needs a quick refresher, think of a PID controller as the brain of your machine. It's constantly watching a variable, let's say temperature, and comparing it to the perfect temperature you want. Then it makes these tiny, super smart adjustments to keep it locked in. It's all about finding and holding that perfect balance. And this is really where the Nippon NC series just blows the competition away. It's not some one-size-fits-all gadget. No, it's an entire family of controllers, each one designed for incredible accuracy and versatility, ready to tackle pretty much any industrial job you can think of. You can really see that versatility when you look at the models. It's not about making one thing fit everywhere. Whether you need the super compact NC2438 for a really tight space, or maybe the big, easy-to-read display of the NC2838 for your main control panel, there's a specific size and shape built for what you need. It's the right tool for the right job. But the real magic is what's under the hood. We're talking about an accuracy of 0.2% of full scale. That means it is incredibly precise. The auto-tuning feature, that's a lifesaver that can save your engineers hours of tedious manual setup. It can handle just about any sensor input you use, and you can even program complex, multi-stage processes to run all on their own. This is a complete control powerhouse in one little box. Okay, so the product is top-notch. You know you need one. But then comes the next big challenge. How do you actually get one? Especially if you're an international buyer, say in the Middle East or North Africa. Let's be honest, finding the part shouldn't be the hardest part of your job. And that is the exact problem that Pneucons is here to solve. You can think of it as the modern, streamlined marketplace that's built from the ground up for industrial parts. It just cuts through all the usual complexity and connects you right to the components you're looking for. And we're not talking about some small niche site here. Over 1,000 global buyers already count on Pneucons for their most critical parts. That kind of trust is huge, and it's backed by a truly global operation. We're talking about serving professionals in over 63 countries. That right there proves they have the logistics and the network to get parts where they need to go, which makes them a go-to for buyers in the MENA region and far beyond. So, what does all of that, the trust, the global reach, what does that actually mean for you when you need to buy a Nippon controller? It means you've found a smarter, safer, and way more efficient way to get your job done. The advantage here is crystal clear. First, you're buying from verified sellers so you can shop with confidence. Second, you're getting guaranteed original products. This is huge. It gets rid of the risk of a counterfeit part messing up your entire production line. Plus, you get competitive pricing, and the whole process is built for B2B pros, especially those in the MENA region who need a reliable global partner. Ready to get started? Pneucons makes this whole thing incredibly easy. Seriously, let me just walk you through the 3 simple steps to get the exact Nippon controller you need on its way to your facility. Step 1, just head over to pneucons.com and browse the whole Nippon lineup. Step 2, got a question or need a quote? Just use their dedicated WhatsApp number. You'll get fast answers. And step 3, subscribe to their WhatsApp channel. That way, you'll stay in the loop on new products and industry news. It's really that easy.
At the end of the day, the message here is really simple. Whether you're trying to buy a critical component or you're looking to sell your own products around the world, newcons.com is where you start. Which really just leaves one question. What process are you going to stabilize first?